Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to A380 Day in Flight Sim 2020. The FlyByWire A380, which is completely free, is now available through the FlyByWire installer. And this is what it looks like inside. I decided to install the 8K option for the textures. There's also a 4K option. The 4K option is 15 gigabytes. The 8K option is 21 gigabytes. So these are pretty darn big, and there's only two liveries. I don't know how they've managed this, but yeah, there's only two liveries. But well, the seat looks really hairy. Actually, it looks very detailed. So this is what the 8K. Well, I don't think the textures are gonna necessarily come through wonderfully without a higher resolution. Maybe, I don't know. My bit rate might not be good enough for them. But yeah, this is how the panel looks. We've got the engines. I'm not an Airbus specialist. I'm more of a Boeing person, so this is gonna be interesting. Hello, Pekka. How's it going? And on the outside, so there's the fly-by-wire livery. There's also a Pride livery. I have not taken a look at that yet. Woo! I decided that the fly-by-wire one would be the most appropriate. Spirit of Toulouse. So, it's got an interesting face, the A380. Your KSP things don't really work? What exactly isn't working? Just not showing up properly? There's some weathering on it. And there's actually pretty good weathering on it, I would say. It's sort of quiet. On Discord, yeah, that. So it's not functional. I'm at Heathrow. That is a bumpier runway than I thought Heathrow would have. Well, I guess we should bring it up into the air. I decided not to do the startup procedure, and that's mainly because when I looked at the checklist here, they don't have a whole lot of stuff in the checklist. And again, this is an alpha. This is a testing alpha. And I'm going to assume that if it's not in the checklist, that maybe it's not ready yet. I think there's probably more ready than that suggests. I mean, stuff sort of well, okay, maybe stuff isn't working because it says tooltips. It gives that all that business. And actually, the logo light switch doesn't seem to have a hover thing going on. Nav lights and beacon lights are okay. But some of these don't even have, it says unavailable, turn on external power. Well, that would be important for the startup procedure. So I don't think the plane is startup ready yet, is basically the gist. And, it has this pad, that's nice. And you can have the performance things, and it's got sim brief option here, though I'm not using that right now. And it's got some failures planned, but they're not ready yet, I don't think. So yeah, there's some interior lighting presets and stuff like that. But yeah, it seems a little bit quiet in here. Let's see. Let me spool up the engines. Well, that sound is available. Okay, parking brake. And it was the parking brake that that beep was for. Well, there's takeoff speeds not inserted in the FMC, so yeah. Hello, Walter. Well, there's wheel sounds. And I think we're off. It's tough with the A380 and really heavy things sometimes. Whoa. They said that the climb rate and its performance were a little bit interesting right now. So, but Heathrow might not be the best place to fly it for frame rate. I'm planning to head to Rome. I've throttled down quite a bit. I haven't really heard the engine spool down much. Oh, there we go. Ah, much better. I think the A380 still. But let me, how many are there around anyway? The problem with Starship is payload. 2030s is still pretty near term. As much as I hate to say that, because I still think of it really far. Yeah, definitely. I mean, because, you know, A380 has a built-in payload. It's passengers. They just walk on board. Starship, you know, you need something else. Oops, sorry. And yeah, people are a lot cheaper. Okay, come on. It doesn't really want me to proceed. Oh well. I'm going really fast right now. I've already throttled down quite a lot. Okay, well, I didn't want to throttle down that much. But yeah, its climb performance is a little bit robust. I'm trying to acknowledge. I tried to acknowledge. I even clicked on it. Nah. I just gotta spam the one key. Really fast. Well, so, I mean, it depends on who's paying for all that, right? Starlink sort of pays for itself, but I don't know how much of it you need. And for Mars, you can really only send it every 2 years, so. It is a very nice cockpit, but it's not fully functional right now. So I've got the 8K textures, and I'm thinking already maybe I should go with the 4K textures. Oh, I need to start that up. Because just of sheer lag at Heathrow. But Heathrow is special. Let's face it, Heathrow is special. It's just laggy. These panels are nice. Well, you'll probably have on seasons and off seasons. Whenever they need to launch something that needs to be refueled, there'll suddenly be a lot more flights. Yeah. Okay, let me see how the autopilot does. I just flew it manually here. I have not really been keen on Airbus autopilotry. And they still want to talk to me, but then they don't let me respond. Please let me respond. Let's just go with that head. Let me just say, okay, fine. Do that thing. Fly-by-wire part? Why would I use a fly-by-wire part? Basic control probe to get maneuver hold and target. like all-star pilot. But does that unlock right away though? I mean, I figured that that's in a technology that's not something that I've got, right? Okay, come on, let me. There's no way else talking. I think it's busted. On the final version, they'll probably be. I hope that it'll all be fully functional. Yes, we're going the wrong way for where I want to go. Let's see how it turns. Or if that even works. But yeah, this is just alpha right now. They just released a testing alpha, so we're going to test a few things. But I have to remember how the heck the autopilot works. Like, if I was doing this in some other planes, it would automatically turn to that heading. And it hasn't started climbing yet. It's... I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay. Well, no, I wanted heading mode. Yeah. No, that's not how that works. Becca, do you have any idea how that's supposed to work? Oh, I thought I had stopped talking to you. I don't think that would make any difference. See, it's got tooltips that are missing here like that. Oh, thank God, ATC services have been terminated. Okay. Well, altitude hold should be... I was about to say a no-brainer, but I don't think the autopilot's actually working. That part's working. And clear... I don't think... Oh, yeah. There's a... I think there's supposed to be a button on the joystick, right? Or do I just hit that? I just hit that. Okay. I don't know. I'm not the developer. Well, I was testing the autopilot as a goal. Another funny thing is, it's not outputting the fuel flow to my Stream Deck. It's got the fuel, then the fuel is depleting, but the fuel flow number is not actually outputting. So that's interesting. Well, it's not a magic thing. It's a depleting fuel. It's doing that. And if we see here, we can see the fuel numbers. The fuel flow is here, and the fuel numbers will be going down. Eventually. But anyway, fuel flow is right up there. Oh, the nose cone with the antenna. Yeah, that one. Really OP part. Yeah, that nose cone. Well, I mean, but that's only for certain purposes, though. Like I put that on everything. Aren't using the auto throttle. Well, the autopilot isn't working. Well, maybe I'm not understanding how it works, but I don't know if it's functional. At least I'm not used to Airbus autopilots, so. Is there anything else I have to push? I'm flying to Rome out of Heathrow. Like if I push altitude here, among us, what? I mean, that's a so I think a lot of things aren't working, Ransom. Let me put it that way. The autopilot switch is saying among us sussy imposter. So I'm guessing that's not functional. Notch for the throttle. That's a climb position, and it should have a selected speed. Selected. Yeah, well, if I select the speed, let's say 290, right? It's supposed to do something, right? I've got auto throttle on, autopilot on, flight director on. Oh. Wait, I'm oh, maybe it was trying to turn that way? I think I just disengaged the autopilot because I wanted to turn. Oh, there's a specific position I have to put the throttle handle in. Okay. There? Oh, there, okay. Well, okay, that is something I didn't know. It definitely is doing something now. But I don't need that much speed. Okay. Oh, now it's saying manual throttle. Okay, no, I didn't want it that much. I didn't set it to that much. Listen, I want 280, okay? Let me try that again. And even if I don't have this all throttle on, it seemed to really start doing it. Okay. Can we turn? Okay, now it's doing all the things. So, okay, that's what I was missing. Well, there's some suspicious stuff like that. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, it looks like the speed that I set. .300 might be a little bit slow. Sun. Okay, and that's not the right heading. No, actually flying by London would be great. But okay. Now we're on course and everything. So apparently this is going to be available for Flight Sim 2024 as well. So that particular throttle position, is that all the new Airbuses? When did that start? I don't remember that one. Or is everybody doing it now? I don't even know. With how it works? Oh, okay. Yeah, but well, battery works, but then some of these other things aren't ready yet. Unavailable, it said there. And the checklists definitely weren't ready yet. They have like 3 items, 3 items for before start. So... But okay, we're looking good so far. Landing this thing is going to be interesting. I feel like 6,000 kilograms can't... I mean, FU... That's rude, by the way. But, the FOB is fuel on board, which is 114,200 kilograms. What's FU? In kilograms. FF is fuel flow, kilograms per hour. Hidden message. Yeah, I guess. $23,000 feet. Seems to be a lot of hidden messages in this thing. I didn't think they'd be rude about it, though. Fuel used, probably. Is it? That's the only thing I can think of. Fuel used? I guess so that they can keep track on how efficient I was or something, maybe? It is ticking up. Interesting that that would have so much priority. I'd be more interested in all the details of where the fuel is on board than how much I've used. But okay. Might be an engine performance thing. Wait a second. Oh, the fuel flow is wobbling because of the throttling. Well, English Channel time. I built a realistic ISS. There's a whole video. Let me link it for you. But it's been a long time. I did a whole series on it, but there's a shorter video that summarizes it. Yeah, the exterior detail looks really good. I wonder if they've done anything inside. This is gonna take some effort for me to figure out the drone camera. Oop. Oh yeah, they've got stuff in here. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, down, down. Oh, it's a pretty full cabin with... No wonder it's 21 gigabytes. This might be more detailed than I super duper need. Maybe I should just take the 4K version. But then again, at 15 gigabytes, it's not that much smaller. Oh. I don't know. My drone camera abilities are not great. It's too... With my controller, it's too sensitive. Resourceful? They're an inch away from having the screens actually work and you being able to watch something during the trip. And I guess maybe there's some way of getting into a seat. Hold on. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, those are the normal views. So it's not one of the normal control things, but I think there's another key combination. Control Shift or Control Alt, I forget which, but I don't want to accidentally turn off my engines or something. Oh, me, I'd be lazy is what you mean, right? I mean, I've never made a 21 gigabyte mod before, that's for sure. Nearly getting to cruising altitude. Oh no, right there. Actually, I should have been at 33,000 going this direction. Keep going a bit. Well, seatbelts. Can we turn off the seatbelt sign? Where is that around here? Ground spoilers armed. Well, that is definitely not where I'd normally see it. Still over the channel, but we are at 33,000 feet. I can go faster. I don't have a company telling me to be efficient. I think that's all it can do with this particular setting. which is fine. Mach Mach 8.54 is fine. You found out something you find interesting if you put something as a child of geometry in Unity and the geometry gets removed by an animation. Oh, it gets moved by an animation, the children will also be... Of course it will be. So, no, 0.854. If I said 8.54, maybe it's just because I'm used to going faster, but 0.854. But yeah, the children of something that's moving will be moved. It's Kerbal that doesn't seem to do that. When you attach something to something else in Kerbal, it doesn't get moved by the animation. But whether it's in Blender or Unity, it ought to. I mean, that's how the solar panels and all work. Or anything with multiple sort of interdependent animated parts. Yeah, Kerbal doesn't know the animation moves apart. Well, yes. Well said. Oh, I didn't really explore both decks. Does it have both decks? Back to drone camera mode. That's one deck. Ah, other deck. And they look different too. Fancy seats, but clearly all smushed together. What is it back here? It's 10 abreast. And oop. Well, this is like first class stuff. Oh, this is the end. So, oop. Sorry, the buttons are so sensitive that I'm just gonna let it drift. Is it 6 abreast? Oh, shoot. All the little dividers make it hard to tell. Oh no, it's only 4. Up, up. That's a lot of upper class seats. And 2 different sections. And then they've even got the little way down. I'm doing fine. I'm looking inside the A380 while we fly. We're on our way to Rome. Well, they even got the baggage. They've got the baggage area too, like this. They're definitely trying to make the best freeware ever. Yeah, the interior is pretty detailed. Not everything's working exactly right yet. These are 8K textures. The mod, FlyByWire's A380 is 21 gigabytes, and it only has 2 liveries. The rest is all this stuff. So, yeah. Oop. You can see the detail of the skin just by the way the sun is reflecting on it. Oop. Oop. But they need to work a little bit more on the systems. I don't know why the drone camera has to be this way, but there's probably a button to fix it to the aircraft. Other people don't have these problems. But you can look inside. That's why they modeled everything. How good is the text on that door? Gosh. Well, that's weird stripiness, though. Huh. There they made a little bit of a goofy thing. But you can read the text on that door. Push flap to grasp handle. It's too much. It's gotta fry people's computer. Well, this is all gotta be better than KSP. The nature of flight sim. Flight sim is gonna be better than KSP. The ground textures especially. There's the ground. We'd love that. Please, Asobo, take over KSP and give us nice planets. Yep. Nope. The rivets. You can't do orbital things. The game does something weird when you get that high or fast. You can try that out with the Dark Star. It's limited to 275,000 feet and Mach 10. KSA, which one is KSA? I mean, I know what Blackback does, but yeah, what's KSA again? Acronyms and me. The only KSA that comes to mind is Kerbal Space Agency, so. KSP2? Oh, from the ground up? Oh, okay. Well, Blackback was intimately involved in that close to the end. Well, is it, they've got a trailer, but are they gonna release anything? I guess as usual, nobody's gonna talk to me about it except, but anyway. Has RSS built in, huh? APU. Spiral staircase. Yeah, is it really from scratch? That's a little texture right there. Oh, what about the forward? I don't think did they do the bathrooms? No, I don't think they did the bathrooms, but did they do the service areas? I don't think so. Just the seat areas. And then we're out. Okay. Yeah, they didn't do that stuff. Okay. Oh, Unreal Engine 5, huh? Well, hope that's better. We'll see. I mean, if it's a matter of having a plant editor built in, you know, Juno New Origins already has that, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, but Unity can be better than Unreal Engine for certain things. Unreal Engine is much more, I mean, the problem is when you have really big physics sizes, right? When because everything with Unreal Engine we see is generally first-person shooters or something relatively small. If it has to keep track of a lot of physics over a large expanse, I don't know. I don't know how well it does. Even Unity had to be modified for that sort of thing. You know. I mean, Unity is a bit of a problem. And I've been meaning to learn Unreal Engine because until the end of the year, they've got those mega scans available for free. So if you don't know about that, they created their own new marketplace, Epic did. And oh, it's their own engine? Oh, okay. Well, that's a whole other deal. Well, there goes using the Unreal Engine assets. Well, I mean, it could still work. Because those assets could be modified in Blender and such. Harvesters involved? Well, but can they really have Kerbals? I mean, I don't know what the rules are. I mean, I guess they're not going to have Kerbals, or are they going to have Kerbals? And do they have the right to use Kerbals? Or does Take-Two just have the exclusive right to use Kerbals? Because Kerbals are the important thing. Well, C# is... I mean, if they're familiar with Unity, then C# is what they'll go with. Because Unity is C# and Unreal Engine is C++. Kitten Simulator? What? I thought it was KSA. KSA is Kitten Simulator, what's the A? Advanced? I mean, okay, if they can come up with some other creatures, I don't care if it's Meerkats, Kitten Simulator Agency? Hey, I said advanced. Kitten Space Agency. Well, okay. Though Kerbals are a little bit more special. I think Meerkats would be more original. I had thought about having... There was another creature that I thought was interesting. What was that? Tree kangaroos. Tree kangaroos are interesting. I considered them a possibility for an intelligent spacefaring species. Cats are just too normal. let me look them up. Kitten Space Agency. DayZ creator reveals a Kerbal Space Program killer with kittens. Well, I wasn't told about the DayZ creator being involved. So basically we'll all be shooting each other in this, right? It's gotta be multiplayer. Says there's no launch date for Kitten Space Agency, but Hall, who I guess is a leader in this thing, is looking to get fans playing in some form during 2025. Apparently the studio... Okay, so Stationeers and Icarus developers. Well, that's different. So they're the developers of Stationeers and Icarus. They're called Rocketworks. And they actually had pitched this to Take-Two as KSP2. Yeah. So now they're trying to do it, but they should just get the rights to it from Take-Two. Can't imagine the rights to it are worth a whole lot when Take-Two decided to let the forums die. So, I mean, if they're gonna let the forums die, then I can't imagine they're thinking that this is worth a whole lot. It's not even worth enough to keep the forum up. But yeah, whenever they try to promise a whole lot of stuff, and I never trust the multiplayer. Yep, I never trust the multiplayer. I know there are multiplayer mods, I just don't trust the developers when they promise multiplayer. Well, the forums keep acting up for me, I don't know. Let's see. Going to the forum. Oh, okay, now it loads. Do I trust it's gonna keep loading? I'm not sure. But it didn't seem like a day. It was like choking for like a month. Sometimes up, sometimes down. Well, we're over the heart of France. Not technically flying over Toulouse. Not direct. I mean, I think it was a little bit further back. Let's see. Paris is back there. It'd be under that cloud, that haze to the rear left. So, not a really good sighting of it. That's just how it is. The sound is pretty good. . So let me continue reading the article. RocketWorks won't charge for the first version of KSA because Hall feels that KSP players are justifiably wary of committing to anything new and KSP-ish after the disappointment of KSP 2. That's so harsh. He's feeling like, they say the community is very burned out. They have to give it away for free because people are so... because KSP is so toxic, apparently. This article is from Rock Paper Shotgun and was published today, so... I guess all this information just popped up today. Well, at least I'm glad that it hasn't been going on for a few months and nobody told me. They've got a Reddit. So they've got a rough concept of cat astronauts, and they should... Yeah, Take-Two did a really bad thing, and I'm not going to play any game until they straighten it out somehow. But they better give Kerbals to somebody who can put them to use. But it just occurred to me, they've got cat astronauts. But when you think about it, it's really close to catastronauts, right? It's just a little bit away from catastronauts, as in catastrophe. That should be the official name for cat astronauts, catastronauts, except nobody will be able to pronounce it. So that might be a downside. But I like the idea anyway. I mean, the cats are well known for just randomly kicking things off of other stuff, so probably a catastrophe would happen. There better be a good variety of cats. Interestingly, the little UI elements on the planet preview that they have in one article on the Reddit actually looks exactly the same as the setup for Flight Sim. Guess that's an interesting thing. RNG inputs. Yeah. Instead of Krakens, you'll have black cats. But that's not nice. What is the cat equivalent? Do we still have Krakens? What are we gonna call them? Kraken? No. What's the... Cat dogs. I was gotta go, what's the cat's worst nightmare? But the cats and dogs really do get along, sort of, sometimes, occasionally. Ooh, but it could be catnip. Catnip, cats go all hallucinatory with catnip. So when the game messes up, it could be catnip. Catnipped, yeah. All the cats on board, they just started going crazy on me. It's got the black paint around the windows, just like baseball players put the sort of whatever they call it under their eyes to avoid the glare. Don't know what the official name for that is, but I didn't file a sim brief plan, so that's why we're not doing the whole beyond ATC thing. Maybe while I'm in flight I'll just try and wing it. Let me see if I can get the sim brief plan working. But I don't know if beyond ATC will like it that I'm already in flight. I think I can maybe convince it. LLRF, right, for Flumicino. Okay, not LLRF. That's this one. LIRF. There we go. Okay. Definitely non-scheduled. Come on, refresh. What phase of will it? It's never done that to me before. It's always, but let's see. Beyond ATC. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Go back there. What on earth have you decided that I should do over here? Well, at least I'm theoretically on course. Well, almost. I'm cutting that corner there. Okay, is Beyond ATC starting? Okay.
Beyond ATC connected.
No, you don't need to load airport EGLL. We're way beyond that now. Future people living on other planets will say stuff like, "What, on Mars?" No, they'll still think Earth is the weirdest. Oh, it does ask. Mid-air flight start. Please select I am in cruise. Okay. I don't think I should be tuned Heathrow Tower. Didn't really tune me to anybody I'd like to talk to. Pick a center. Well, I tried to pick previous center. What's that? Press in the cockpit? Oh, you mean switch the frequency? Let's see. I guess we can do paracenter. Now that I've tuned paracenter, okay, it does understand that. Okay, I can announce on frequency. Alright. Let me get rid of that one. What the heck is my call sign anyway? Alright. Paris Control, this is Romeo Alpha 412 south of Paris at flight level 330.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super, Paris Control.
Oh, that's my
radar
call
contact.
sign, okay. Alright. Fine. They're gonna ask me to tune some transponder frequency, surely. Or not. Maybe they'll figure it out eventually. I am a good generic sort of call sign. November 388 Sierra Bravo. Super. God, the super. The article on PC Games says, let's get this out of the way. Kitten Space Agency is not Kerbal Space Program. Okay, be that way.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super, you're off course. Clé arrête direct Mokip. Reçu en navigation.
Don't do that since the devs are assuming you came from BadSim or something. Oh, okay. Clear direct Mokip, November 388 Sierra Bravo. Well, I mean, I should be headed pretty close to Mokip soon. Aren't you? Are you Mokip? No, you're Tufta. Where's Mokip? You're Mokip. Alright, fine. Let's get back on course. Well, no, we're pretty much aiming for it already. The flight plan is, Beyond ATC reads it from SimBrief, so... And I've got the flight plan in Sky4Sim. That's my... Because I don't use the FMC unless I'm really interested. So, anyway. I'll do that some other time. we're testing this out. I don't know if the FMC even works in here right now. Maybe. I have not tested that. Or FMS in this case. Yeah, people have been telling me about it. I looked at some articles. We'll see. But they're like, but it's not KSP, so there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They just announced this thing. On the bright side, at least the people working on it have created other space games before. I don't know about kittens. They really went for the low-hanging fruit with kittens. Oh, land textures don't look particularly inspired around here, do they? It's probably like this. But looks dry anyway. Not the best season. Well, I hope there are some new liveries for it, because just 2 isn't all that great. I didn't see a paint kit though. It's probably a little bit further down the road. Well, FlyByWire A380X already has a livery section on flightsim.to. Singapore Airlines is available. Emirates is available. Maybe they just decided to release them all there. That would make sense. Sometimes
November
they do
388
that.
Sierra Bravo Super. Contact Reims Control 128 decimal 3.
Reims Control 128.3 November 388 Sierra Bravo. Reims Control, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 330 out of whatever that one was. What was that? Mokeeps. Mokeeps was it.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. You are already at flight level 330. So, go ahead and stay there.
I was going to, yeah. Oh, no, I guess it didn't. I was supposed to announce on the frequency, and they didn't see that as an announcement on the frequency. Reims Control, this is Romeo. Sorry. This is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 330. Okay, maybe it's okay now. I said too much the last time. Technically, you're supposed to say a little bit more, but I don't know if the little AI expects that. Okay, what is the next one, just in case I wanted to say where the heck I am. Ah, no, I didn't want to get rid of it. Oh, shoot. Okay, fine. This guy for sim thing is a little bit finicky sometimes when I click things. I was just trying to hover over it to see which one it is. Kogas is down there. Better and cheaper than most small lift launch vehicles? There aren't a whole lot anyway. I mean, I'm sure all those other people would love to get their hands on Merlin. Let me put it that way. But yeah, it's really the upper stage engine that ends up being a problem. What's your upper stage engine then? Yeah, it's not the version that Walter was saying that the modern one will be a lot better. But yeah, probably. And it's nice not to have 9 engines. I don't know if Rocket Lab will... I don't think Rocket Lab, after they make Neutron, is even gonna bother much with Electron, right? Or are they... I mean, maybe they're gonna continue with Electron, but maybe they should just slap one of the Archimedes engines on it. Well, in theory, engine out capabilities, but you know, they don't seem to have engines fail anyway. But it's helpful for landing if you're going to land the booster. But that doesn't happen a whole lot for anybody except for SpaceX. But yeah, Merlin is the best kerosene oxygen engine that the US has ever developed as far as just being efficient is concerned. I mean, of course, F1 exists, but it's sort of crappy. I mean, it's all about power, not so much about efficiency. And each one was sort of a little bit different because it was handcrafted. They all gave slightly different thrust. Super Heavy could probably lose one engine and continue just fine. Oh yeah, well, it's done that, hasn't it? Yeah, but that's 33 engines. I don't think any small sat launcher is contemplating 33 engines. That would be too much. Well, one thing I can be sure of is that France in Flight Sim 2024 will look better than this. Almost crossed France now. Border's just a little bit beyond there. Oh, that's Lake Geneva. So Geneva's right there. Really stuttery though. I think the 4K textures would be kinder for performance. I imagine it's gonna be a little bit interesting trying to land it. If there's some lag, that's all. You know, close to the airport and all that, and if it's, you know, if it's up here and it's a little bit, even a little bit choppy, then close to an airport it's gonna be worse. And it's big, so every little movement changes things quite a lot. It has a lot of inertia to it. Flying big things is hard. 747 is sort of a rough thing. So yeah, they have Air France, they've got British Airways, Qantas, all on FlightSim.to for liveries. Lufthansa, Emirates, and Singapore Airlines. And Qatar. I mean, it is the first time I've tried to land an A380 in this version of Flight Sim, I think. I don't remember if there was a freeware one. It's gonna be probably as challenging or close to it as the AN225. Nope, let's get the outside view. Well, I guess I should have looked at the Alps from inside. Let's see, what do the Alps look like from inside? Yep, hopefully they have better land resolution. This bit down here looks good, but those over there don't look all that great. One Merlin, one the expendable SSTO. Well, I just did the Raptor one, but well, then it's not a SSTO if you've got a Super Draco or Kestrel on the second stage. But yeah, well, if you just do a Raptor, I mean, yeah. They gotta be making a lot of Raptors. Okay, we need to turn. Anyway, we shouldn't give them any ideas. They're already destroying everybody else as it is. They don't need help. We don't really want a monopoly. Yeah, 43 is too much. Well, I mentioned Raptor Vacuum as a possibility. The problem with Raptor Vacuum... What was the problem with Raptor Vacuum? Well, the initial thrust-to-weight ratio is a problem because its ISP at sea level is poor. So if you're really trying to fill it up with as much fuel as possible, then you're going to have to... You get a better ISP later on, but you have to reduce how much fuel you're actually carrying overall, so that's a bit annoying. Sort of ends up being in the same place. What we need is a Raptor with an extendable nose cone, extendable nozzle. So just like my ED4 or ED8, it has the sea level nozzle first and then a vacuum nozzle later. Want to make that, Pekka? No. I could just modify the ED4/8. I'm sure there's an RL10 with an extendable nozzle. And that it's been made as a mod by somebody or another. That's the RL10B2. But obviously it's not a Methalox engine, so it's sort of different. And it has a different cycle. Though its cycle is not visually that much different. Well, ATC doesn't bother me too much, huh? Why not barrel roll? This thing doesn't do that very well. I don't want to do that. Here, but we can take a tour of the inside for you. It's probably a little bit better. I don't feel like barrel rolling. So they did a lot of work in here. There's the... It looks like it's bouncing a lot. Oh gosh. This is very fancy on the upper level with all the rich people. Lots of rich people, apparently. That's all the way back. There's a spiral staircase in the back here. There's the luggage compartment. Oop. I wonder if I can actually make my camera barrel roll. Anyway, but let's not do that. Okay, 10 abreast in the plebeian class. Oh, there's landing gear. Oh, bouncy. There must be a way to fix the drone camera to something so it doesn't go up and down like this. But most people who use the drone camera use it not in flight, so maybe not. There's freeware. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, we're close enough. But... Okay, we are over Italy now. Sort of surprised, I guess it's all EU stuff, but that they didn't hand me over. To a different air traffic control thing. I'd have to take a look at the maps to see where the areas are. Excessive bank angle. I assume Lorenzo was suggesting that we not follow the law. New Glenn is about to stack fire soon. Yeah, well, they rolled it out and everything. We'll see. First stage has a lot of extra weight. Looks overbuilt. Well, you know, it's easier to trim stuff off than to keep exploding. I mean, it's not like their first launches are carrying much anyway. European airspace is just better than the rest. Well, you're not biased at all, huh? Many fields here in Italy. Yeah, they need to recover from the start, exactly. And their engine performance is probably not as high as they're eventually planning on. Normal law is a system on all Airbus. The plane would just not let you... Oh, okay. Well, then I guess the question is whether... I assume they probably implemented it on the fly-by-wire thing, but... Yeah, I mean... The plane would just complain, one way or another. Even if they didn't build it in, the plane would just complain, I'm sure. Yeah, but a fly-by-wire system, which this definitely has by its name, will not let you do it. Yes, I know. Yeah, well, I'll leave that to Walter to explain what Walter thinks is overbuilt. I can only say that I wouldn't be surprised if they built it conservatively. Oh, Jeff Bezos said it was overbuilt? Oh, okay. Oh, that is not what I needed. Oops. I accidentally brought up the Logitech gamepad information because I've been playing around with the controller to control the drone cam. Well, you can't tell by its look. It's about, you know, just the thickness of it and everything. Most systems, oh yeah, coded from the A320. Yeah, that part is easy, I suppose. I didn't try the startup procedure because, first of all, some of the stuff up here didn't seem to have proper tags. That one does. That one is says unavailable. So that made me worry. And actually, the logo light doesn't even let me flip it. But also the checklists weren't particularly ready yet. They seem a little bit sparse. As in, they don't indicate any way to start the engines. So I didn't do the startup. We'll wait on that. So I don't know exactly what's supposed to be working. I'm just flying it and we'll land it. And check that that works out. Oh, is it a copy and paste from the A320? I didn't fly the fly-by-wire A320 much. Comes on at low altitude regardless of the switch position? Oh, okay. So why does it have a switch? What's the point then? Turn off on the ground, huh? Well, okay. But I can't... I checked it on the ground and I wasn't able to turn it on either. Well, it doesn't make me as happy if I can't turn it on. But on the ground I hovered over it and I couldn't turn it on either, so I don't know. Uh-huh. No problems. Some of them don't have their tooltips yet. Well, I'll have to try out the startup later, if I can figure out what to do. I don't suppose they have anything on. Nope. On the other Airbus aircraft, they share the same switch. Interesting. Well, Alps in the background, Italy there, and we're headed towards the Mediterranean. Yeah, well, yeah, because the legs are built into the engine bay, it'll look quite thick, I'm sure. Oh, well, that's the thing with Airbuses is they're supposed to be very similar so that pilots can go from one to the other fairly easily. Sort of one of their selling points for various airlines. But I haven't been a big Airbus person in general. I generally fly the PMDG 737. Also look like, sort of like the SRBX thingy. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. Normal flight from there. Okay. Any white lights, you just turn them off. Oh, if they light up, just turn them off that way. I mean, I guess that's the general principle, is that nothing should be lit up. So, yeah. It depends how picky they've made it. That's true of Boeing planes as well. Generally, you don't want anything lit up, is the idea. But the order of things can be particular. SRBX. Oh, I forget which one it was. It has SRB in its name, so I don't pay attention to it. I've heard of it, but I don't remember which one it was. Earlier and slower? Well, it depends on which Falcon 9. Are you talking about RTLS Falcon 9 or Drone Ship Falcon 9? Oh, that. 3 shell SRBs far apart. How the heck does it look like that? Doesn't seem like New Glenn would have anything to do with that. Well, B3U certainly has better ISP than the upper stage of Falcon 9, but not that much extra thrust compared to the upper stage of Falcon 9. It's only about 1,300 kilonewtons of thrust compared to Falcon 9 upper stage's 900. But the rocket itself is like nearly 3 times the size. So I don't know. I think it'll go a fair bit, maybe not as far as Drone Ship first stage Falcon 9, but maybe further. I don't know. Because it really can't rely on the upper stage for that much more. Well, how far will the first stage of New Glenn go compared to Falcon 9 drone ship? Very far, you say? Nope, I'm just in the I don't know category on that one. I think there's a plan, but I don't know the details. Assume there's a plan. Somebody had mentioned like where the drone ships will be parking. For those who didn't catch it, we're gonna land at Rome. I'm going in there, and then we've got this weird loop thing that we have to do. But not too much further now. $21 gigabytes this thing. And then if I want to install the other liveries, it's gonna be much more. Each livery seems, at least the AK liveries seem quite large, like the Singapore Airlines AK-1, the download size is 856 megabytes. Does depend how they zip them, but it's not going to end up being unzipped less than 856 megabytes. So, yeah. They're big liveries, too. That would be some magic, right? They actually got a larger size when they zip it up. For spacing, you probably could go straight in or do a circuit. Well, I do like to go straight in as often as possible. We'll do whatever they tell us to do. I really need some chatter on Beyond ATC. They were supposed to have like other chatter being developed, but I don't know where they're at on that. AI traffic in op. When are they gonna give us the AI traffic? And then Flight Sim 2024 is gonna pop up. Hey Arush. Oh, you need the supporter pack for that right now. Okay, so it's a premium sort of deal. I mean, still paid money for it, but okay. Free soon as they feel it's, yeah, like, guess they'll test it out and everything. And Beyond ATC is compatible with a whole bunch of stuff, so I guess it'll be alright with Flight Sim 2024. I do like the different voices. Oh, you've got the spotter? Very good. I don't know. I mean, supposedly they've improved the ATC for Flight Sim 2024, but I get the feeling it's not gonna be that improved. So, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I already paid for it, Pekka. It wasn't free. There was an upfront cost on this thing. I haven't used it that much. If I use it more, I'll think about it. But I'm not normally an airline pilot. I'm normally a crazy plane pilot. I mean, you don't file a sim brief plan for the F-111. You could sort of fake a sim brief plan for the F-111, but not really. When they had the free MSFS weekend, they worked on the program, got working for when it comes out. Well, that's amazing that they managed to do that in that time. Is this, well, okay, I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but whatever you say. Still surprised it isn't, I mean, we're still technically under Ream's control. I don't know. I've gotta be somebody around. Here. Maybe I'll force it. Yeah, I don't think it switched. Let's see. Dova? Oh, that's why. Beyond ATC doesn't think that this frequency exists. Okay, well, let's try Rome Center. Beyond ATC still doesn't think that this frequency exists. Well, let's try. Oh, it says Flumicino. Oh, but maybe it was still under EGLL. I don't know why it thinks. Well, I tuned LIRF center. I am tuned to that frequency. No, it didn't actually take. Huh. We can't actually tune to the frequency that it thinks is the center frequency. Whoops. I don't know if I'm gonna get ATC continuing here. What? Oh, the thing that you were importing from Unity and all? Here, I don't know if I can capture beyond ATC. So, yeah, it says frequency does not exist. And then I try and tune center here. It does not like that. And so it doesn't change my comms. My comms are still on what I set as roam center in the game, but it's not reading that as roam center either. It's 131.1, whereas it thinks the center is 134.3. I'll try to talk, but it doesn't seem to say frequency exists there. So, oops, not what I wanted to do. Rome Center, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 330. Request not understood. Okay, well, what can I do? That's AI for you. Just clear that off for now. I think we're too far away from Fiumicino at this point. Not that far. Ah, the island of Elba. They tried to keep Napoleon here. Nope. Doesn't want to tune anything. Maybe I'll just restart it. Well, I need to make a turn though.
Beyond ATC connected.
It didn't reticulate splines enough. Okay, roam radar. It says roam radar now. It reads that the frequency I've been on so far is roam radar. Roam radar, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo requesting IFR clearance.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super, room radar, expect runway 27 right, Maxi 1 Foxtrot departure. Squawk 6756.
This time they have me switch to transponder code. Expecting runway 27 right, Maxi 1F, squawking 6756.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super, read back correct.
Except it says taxi to runway 27 right. It's, come on. I said I was in flight. I swear. If it said departure, so that's not right. Let me try again. I think it's completely wrong. I should have announced my flight level. Romeo radar, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 330.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Room radar. Radar contact. November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Room radar. Expect A380 Bravo. Runway 16 left.
Upper stage wet no, we don't have any exact mass numbers for New Glenn. Expecting ELKA 3 Bravo, runway 16 left, November 388 Sierra Bravo. Super. Should always put the super in. It's interesting how the exhaust from the outer engine here is a thin little line. The outer engine, the right inner engine is sort of smoky, but then the left inner engine has that sort of thin line in the middle. Interesting. Very different effects. Oh, okay. Okay, zoom is a little bit sensitive here. There's that interesting island with that causeway going through it. I forget what the island's name is. Orbitello is the city there. I don't think any of these is the actual island name. It's not. Is it an island? I don't know what to call it actually, because those are two firm strips of land going to it, so it is whatever it is. Well, that probably should start descent. Probably should have already started descent. Let's see what they have to say. Romeo radar, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo, ready for descent.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. LK3 Bravo. Runway 16 left.
Elka.
Descend to flight level 210.
Descending to flight level 210, November 388 Sierra Bravo. Oops. And okay, are you gonna do something over here? Okay, that's not how that works. Fine. So, is there another little detente that I need to set it to for descent? Or should I just take it off of autopilot? I think I'll just take it off of autopilot. Is there a descent little thing here somewhere? I don't do the Airbuses. Okay, I'm just going to skip that. We will do this manually. I guess it really likes having y'all throttle on. Fine, fine. You have to code again? You didn't code before getting the model in? I don't know what you're doing with the model. Are you doing a plug-in thing? Or is it just something in the config file? Plug-in to control the chopsticks, gosh. Whoa, why are you wobbly? Don't be wobbly. I want to move them with sliders instead of with animation. Oh. Okay. Sounds tricky. It's related to your Frost plugin code? That was a slider too? It was sliding on up? I have no comment to that one. Okay, we're descending a little bit fast. Similar. Okay. Pro tip. Honestly, doing a good job flying isn't entertaining at all. To be a real pro, you have to survive like within an inch of your life. Yes, it is. I pulled it out of that. It wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, so I'm in control now. Right, Marks. I totally need that. This route is thinking that I can turn on a dime. It's stuttery. Again? What do you mean again? Okay, what's complaining now?
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Contact Roma approach 130.9er.
Okay. 130.9 November 388 Sierra Bravo. Rome approach, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo Super at flight level 220 somewhere.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Unable your flight is to the southeast and flight level 220 is an even numbered flight level. Please pick another altitude.
Okay, I was heading to 210. Okay, it's complaining a lot now. Hold on. What's making all the noise? Okay, it's happier now. Alright. Rome approach, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 210. How about that? Not, but...
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Unable flight level 210 at this time.
Great. Be that way. It's too choppy. I mean... Schmarks. It's... I think it means you're a Boeing pilot, aren't you? That's what I think it means. Let's actually see about the air brakes. Do we actually get air brakes? Or do I have to do something special? Seems like I'll have to do something special. I'm way off of that course. No, yeah, my normal air brake key is not working. So maybe I have to find that lever after all. Boo! Boo! I fly by the seat of my pants. Yes. That part I can agree with. Okay, well, let me get to the path again. But I really need to descend. Let me try and reason with Rome approach here. Rome approach, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Request not understood.
Uh-huh. Well, let's just leave it. Screw it. Well, maybe... Rome approach, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo, requesting flight level 150.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Request not understood.
Okay, so we're just gonna do this. Alright, fine. Is there somebody else I can get clearance from? Let me just tune the tower, maybe. It didn't really retune my comms. Well, let's assume that they're alright with whatever I'm doing, unless they complain. This would change. Puma Tower, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo at flight level 190.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Fiume Tower. Wind 050 at T3. Runway 16 left cleared to land.
That was quick. Cleared to land, runway 16 left, November 388 Sierra Bravo. I seriously don't think that the ATC is working really well around here. A KSP log in Word and got Word to say it as negative 7,748 pages. Opening in Word is special. Yeah. I'm just flying all over the place here. It's telling me I'm a Boeing pilot again. That was Word, not even WordPad, huh? That must have been a special KSP log, though. Okay, no, I don't really want that. Maybe I'll set it. Well, he'll keep it idle anyway. That's a pretty long log file. I think they have problems if they got to that point. Well, I've already got clearance to land, so I'm in good shape. Except for that noise that's telling me I've done something horrible. There's no complaint around here. It's just that the throttle's at idle, but that's where it ought to be, and now I've even got it in the detente. Well, let me go outside. It's quieter out here. Post-volcanic sort of thing. No complaining. Oh yeah, you try that. No complaining in aviation. Still going. I have a lot of pounds of fuel left. That is a true problem. I have 84,400. No, there's no button. I mean, I can press the stick all I want. It doesn't do anything. Nope, I went too far. But I don't think it's that smart to tell me that I'm too heavy for a landing. I don't think... Besides, I didn't carry the maximum payload weight, so... Shouldn't be too much of a problem. This is annoying. Now, left. Okay. Alright. Oh, sorry. I'll leave it in the little detente for you. Just remember, they already cleared me to land, so it's okay. Okay. Fine. Overspeed. Oh. How do we get overspeed? I thought I was controlling that kind of thing. Okay, oh, hold on. Guess we were at idle and we can't go any... we start plunging down a bit. Okay. Okay, hold up. First time flying this, mind you. Off a bit. Ah, so choppy. Oh, they just wanted the gear down. It was a little bit early on that. Huh. Why did it want the gear down so bad? Yeah, I know. That's why I raised the flaps. I didn't fully... I started descending too quickly was all. But the beep... now I'm going too slowly because I'm talking to you. Don't distract me. Okay. Okay, no. No. We're really high. I know. Stop. Whoa, yeah, it's got
All
all that
aircraft be
inertia.
advised information echo now current. QNH1024.
Yeah, lots of inertia. And well, I mean the viewpoint is a little bit higher, and that's a little bit off. Ah, inertia. Stop wobbling. Okay, no.
2,500.
Eek. I am probably too high. Oh gosh, let's wobble this way a bit. I'm way too high.
$1,000.
They didn't give me proper altimeter information.
$400.
Okay, where is its wheels?
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Nope. That was rough. Does it really stop on
November
a dime?
388 Sierra Bravo Super. Exit right at the Delta Hotel.
I'm already stopped. Did I bust all the tires or something? No, apparently not. The line's on a dime. Stopped really, really fast.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Exit right at the Delta Hotel.
I'm trying, hold on. I didn't even use thrust reversers. I'm definitely taxiing too fast.
November 388 Sierra Bravo
Alright,
Super.
alright,
Fiume
alright.
Tower.
Yeah. Taxiing November 388 Sierra Bravo. Oh gosh, my hands don't work that way. 4G on the braking. That was not my fault. Okay, this thing is not easy to taxi. Hold on. Okay, don't go there. Come on, a little bit. I mean, it goes from 0 to 30 in really quickly. Okay. Expect ramp 201, November 388 Sierra Bravo. That's what I should have said.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Did not copy. November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Contact ground 122.125.
122.125, November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Yeah, so it's a little bit weird on the ground, I'm gonna have to say. Fiume ground, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo.
November 388 Sierra Bravo Super. Request not understood.
Fine. Fiume ground, this is November 388 Sierra Bravo, taxiing to ramp 801.
November 388 Sierra Bravo
Okay,
Super.
fine.
Identity get data.
I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna throttle up. Just look at. Okay. Alright, it's going. Shadows made it look like I busted the front tire. I don't know where the heck Ram 801 is. There's 18 knots already. Doesn't look like 18 knots when you're this big. Seems slow. And find somewhere to park. Maybe I should use the stock system. Well, I tried that one. Stock isn't really helping me either. Yeah, basically, that's what it feels like. Eek. Okay. And then, well, steering is... Maybe steering works at some other speed. It works at some speed, not all the speeds. Come on. Come on. No, slow down. Eek. Okay. No. I mean, I'm sure it's a pain in the rear end to actually taxi this thing, but... So they probably have some system or another, some computer making it easier. Where should I park? That's getting to 40. Come on, plane. Ah, fine. The brakes are strong, but delayed. Whoa. Okay. enough wing clearance to turn over here? Do I? Oh boy. Well, there's buildings in front. I better turn. There doesn't seem to be a clear pathway over here. Something weird about how this stuff is right now. Oh no, it's going further than I wanted to. Eek. Okay. There's some little huts over there. What are all these buildings doing here? Oh, let's not crash into that one. Well, shoot, I'm just gonna have to make my own way through here. Well, we'll go this way. What livery is that? Wizz Air. Everybody's Wizz Air around here. Must get to terminal. Whoa, no. I kept going right after I stopped trying to go right. Come on. No, stop. You need to do serious counter steering. I'm just gonna park it over here. That little guy's dead. I guess not. Well, I guess this clearing is big enough for me. Well, I maintain there ought to be something here for me, but... Alright. We've made it. Heathrow to Rome. Barely. Yes, F-14? As they said, we have survived. First flight with this one. What is it, F-14? Yeah, I remember you. Okay, so wrapping it up here. It's been nearly 3 hours. Completed flight. It's very detailed. It's very detailed and taking up a lot of space. But I'll have to learn to fly it better. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.